Okay, so for the core burner, we're gonna go over the movements, we're gonna go over the timing. It is a little bit different than normal, so listen up. Tonight we did 3 different movements and it was 9 minutes of work. So the movements for this one, they're gonna start with a sit-up. So the traditional sit-up, you guys can do it with either your legs out like a butterfly, or you guys can have them up. And I'm gonna show you a couple variations as well. So we're gonna come back, touch behind our head, come up, touch our feet, back, up. Try to keep your feet planted. Try not to have your feet come off the ground to get you up. Try to keep your feet planted the whole time. If you guys can't do that, what I want you to do is have someone hold your feet, or put them under like a dumbbell. And it doesn't have to be a dumbbell that holds your whole weight. It just has to be able to assist you. So, and it makes it a lot easier. So you guys can do this. You can use a couch, use whatever, but the less weight it is, the less assistance it's going to give. So that's going to be the first move. It's going to be those sit-ups. You can't quite do a sit-up, that's okay. You guys can go ahead and do those crunches. But the full sit-up, that's the first movement. Second movement, it's going to be the flutter kicks. So flutter kicks, we're going to lay down, and there's a couple different ways we can do it. What's up, Cooper? Here, lay right here, sit, sit. Good boy. Okay, we're gonna have Cooper join us. So flutter kicks, we can do it like this with our hands down here. That's gonna be a little bit easier. But what I want you guys to think about with your chin, because this is a part people don't think about often. Think about holding like a ball, like a tennis ball in your chin or something like that. That's how I want your guys' upper body. I don't want your back like this. I want your body, your core to be doing the work. So you want to be driving your core through the ground, and you almost want to squeeze your core as if you're getting like punched. You're getting ready for a punch. That's like the movement you want. You want your back flat against the ground. You don't want air to come through the bottom of your back like this. That's not a good movement. So you guys can do it a couple ways. This is going to help you keep your back nice and flat. If you guys are a little bit more advanced and you want to work your core even more, bring your hands behind your head. Oops. Or put a dog behind your head. Put your hands behind your head and do them like that. It's gonna be a lot harder. It's gonna be a lot more taxing on your core. But if you guys can't do that and you guys can't do the flutter kicks, scale it down and just try to hold it like this. You can even put your hands here, but have your knees just bent and hold. Work on just getting that core strength and controlling it. Worst thing you can do is just flap around and have no control. So when we work our core, it's okay to go slow and steady. It's not about going fast and winning. It's about control. So the third movement is going to be the plank. The plank is going to look like this. So there's a few different ways we can plank. We can do it on our hands, forearms. We can go side planks, but what we're gonna do for this one, we're gonna go to our forearms. So don't forget, anytime our forearms are down and our body's more parallel to the ground, it's gonna be harder. The more inclined our body is, it's gonna take alleviation off our core, and it's gonna put more stress on like our shoulder or whatever body part we're doing, holding it from. Like this puts more stress on my shoulders and core. Down here, it's a lot more core. If I was to incline my feet and even be more parallel and no slant, it would even be harder. So I'm gonna hold this, and I want you guys to think about keeping your glutes tight, your core tight, your quads tight. Everything is nice and tight, and no saggy butts, no raised butts. You're gonna just keep everything nice and tight in one solid line. Your body's like a board, and we're gonna hold these each for 45 seconds, and we're gonna rest for 15 seconds. So when you set your timer, set it for 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and you're gonna do it for 9 rounds, which is 9 minutes. So it's 3 rounds of 3 movements: sit-ups, flutter kicks, and planks. And I'm gonna do this every day. So I'll have tomorrow's workout up here tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a good night.